welcome to Terry Talks. I am your host, Terry McKnight. I am looking for new authors. I am looking for new psalmists. You may have a new song out. You may have a new hit. You want to sit down and talk about it, or you may want to shoot a commercial and have your commercial run through Terry Talks. If that is you, guess what? Contact your girl, 504-343-8896, or hit me up on my email, millionaireblonde1@gmail.com. Get booked with Terry Talks.
Hey, you!
Hi, I'm Brenda Wilson, daughter of the legendary Jackie Wilson and CEO of the Jackie Wilson Foundation, and also the proud author of The Life of Jackie Wilson, The Legacies Continue. This book is available on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble. If you'd like to get an autographed copy, just come to our next book signing. See you there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Terry Talks. This is your host, Terry McKnight. With us, it is Miss Brenda Wilson. She is a 27-year entrepreneur. She is a scout. She is a vocalist. She is absolutely amazing, and I am so excited to have us with us today. She's a producer. She is the daughter of the international and legendary Jackie Wilson himself. We know we loved us some Jackie. Glory be to God. She also worked in well-known introducing Hollywood actor, producers, Robert Townsend, and many, many more. I present to you the one and only Miss Brenda Wilson. Welcome to Terry Talks.
Terry, I'm just elated to be here. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
It is, and I am so excited that you allowed me to be able to speak with you today. First of all, I would like to say this is exciting, but one of the questions that I have for you is, what made you want to, I know your dad sung and he's a legend and everything, but what prompted you to want to be into the singing world or into that artist world? Because sometimes when we are children of a legend, sometimes you might avoid that. So what made you want to be a singer yourself and get involved into the music industry?
Well, growing up, my mother raised me in the church, and I was always in the church choir. I was always outgoing, and things like that. So I just love to sing. I love music, So when I was in the 6th grade, my teacher, she looked at me. She asked the class first. She said, "Who in here can sing the national anthem?" And I raised my hand with a couple other people, and then she said, "Well, who would like to sing the national anthem or the Lord's Prayer for graduation, 6th grade graduation?" And so I didn't know that she was going to pick me. So we went around, and each one of us sung a little bit, and then she picked me to sing. So singing was always, it's in my blood.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, it's in my blood. And so coming up, always singing, had little singing groups and stuff like that, and the Dramatics was like our male brother group when I was growing up and stuff. We used to be at the Golden World recording studios and stuff. That's when back then in the 60s, everybody was singing, Motown and everything. It was just a wonderful, wonderful time.
Sounds so beautiful. I also have another question, because I noticed in your bio that you were saying that you had the opportunity of working with other legends' children, like, for instance, Ray Charles, Sam Cooke, David Ruffin. What was that like?
Oh, wow. I created a show called Offsprings of Legends. And so I went to Cheryl Ruffin. That was David Ruffin's daughter, who is a sweetheart and a very good friend of mine. I told her, I said, well, I had this idea of doing the Offspring of Legends show. And she was like, oh, that would be a good idea. And I said, I was thinking, what other Offsprings would be good to put on this here platform to do the show with me. And so she named Sam Cooke's daughter. So I went and she called Sam Cooke's daughter, and we had a conversation. And then Ray Charles' daughter called me. Her manager called me from Atlanta and asked me if she could be a part. And I said, sure. because my father was friends with Ray Charles and good friends with Sam Cooke. And so we all got together and we created the platform to showcase young people, singers, dancers, rappers, actors, musicians, and comedians, which I have been doing for over 20-something years anyway. Beautiful. So we created that that atmosphere, and it was really a great thing. It was a great success. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I also noticed and saw, and I know that he was a heavy influencer of many artists. So I saw that it was like Prince was heavily influenced by your dad. Elvis was heavily influenced by your dad. The late Michael Jackson was heavily influenced by your dad. So what prompted you to do the life of your dad? Like,
my book. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Well, this was like 5 years in the making before I published it. The Life of Jackie Wilson, The Legacy Continues. So what prompted me to do this was to let young people know, a lot of young people and other people know, dispel some of the myths and to know about Jackie Wilson's life, growing up as a child and stuff like that. And I put some did you knows in there. Did you know that he did this or, this and that. So you have to get the book to read all that. But
well, he could just give us just one little snippet of the did you know he do this? What would that be? Just one.
Earlier I said, did you know he scat? A lot of people, you never heard him scat, but he did scat on a song that he recorded. And I can't see it right now because I ain't got my glasses on. But anyway, a lot of people didn't know that Jackie Wilson could scat, but he was a singer. He was a singer. And he had that it factor. So it wasn't too much that he couldn't do. But when I seen that he had scattered and I heard it on this song, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, he was just a real well-rounded individual as far as entertainment was concerned.
Mm-hmm. Another question. Now, this is kind of getting a little bit off the music a little bit, but I'm just curious to know what made you want to do that homemade ice cream?
Cream was one of the our family grew up making homemade ice cream, So one day I just decided, I said, my daughter brought me, this is what happened. My oldest daughter brought me an ice cream maker. And she said, "Mom, I want you to make me some vanilla ice cream." I said, okay. She bought it for Mother's Day. I said, okay. So I made her some vanilla ice cream. But when I made the ice cream, everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is good. Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee, wee." And so I said, okay. I said, they love the ice cream. So then I started doing big festivals and stuff like that. And all my clients, they come and get the ice cream, or they'll bring their people and stuff like that. And they were like, "Ooh wee." I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to call it. Ooh wee, homemade.
And I love that name. It speaks for itself. It speaks volumes. Yes. I was just curious about that. I saw that. That's really, really nice. There's also, I saw that you did a couple things at the Apollo.
Yeah, well, I had friends. My father did a lot of the Apollo at the Apollo as well. And so back in the day, it was like Offsprings of Legends coming up and stuff like that. So I thought I was just walking one day and the Lord said, bam, do Apollo Live in Michigan. And I'm like, okay. And I started that. That was in 1990. I did the Apollo Live in Michigan. It was the very successful show here in Michigan. We had over 1,500 people at every show, and it just grew. So I helped them. So found out that I helped a lot of people, get into their craft, develop their craft, and also get into the music industry or whatever they wanted to do. Mm-hmm.
So if you could tell some of the young people that are up and coming artists now, what would be something that you would give them of words of wisdom that you would give the youth? I'm talking about youth that range in 15 to 18 to 22 years old, somewhere in that ballpark. A lot of them, they come straight out of high school. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a singer. What is some words of wisdom that you would give them?
Well, my words of wisdom is to actually be sure that that's what you want to do, because you can start out saying that, and at that age you're young and you might not want to continue on in there. I mean, things change all the time, So if you start off that young, it becomes a hobby. That's what I believe. It's a hobby when you start out that young, and for you to continue, and then if you can continue and love the craft and learn the business, you have to know the business. Because if you don't know the business, and you don't want people to take, advantage of you, and then there's a lot of mistakes and stuff that happen, and stuff like that. And some of them turn out very well, and some of them don't, But I think that right now, my word of wisdom is to learn the business.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. I agree with that, because so many times, they do get taken advantage of because they don't know the basics. They don't have that foundation of what they need to really be able to move forward and what it is. But I also noticed that I want to say you went to school in reference to church. What was that like?
Oh, wow. Well, one, I worked for one of the biggest churches in the United States. Okay. It was a Word of Faith church. And as I was one of the administrators for different ministries of help and youth department and oh God, I was just an all around person, at the church. And I love the church. I love God, and I love working for God, doing the things God wanted me to do. And so God is like he's my lead, he's my go-to, he orders my steps, and stuff like that. So, but working for the church, I really, really enjoy working for the church. I do.
Okay, awesome. And is there any time that you go now, maybe to any speaking engagements in reference to they're calling on you to come and say some words of encouragement or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I go around. I got different people, members in my family that's entertainers as well, and they will call us to come and sing something together, or speak and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I like question and answers.
Yeah. So, to kind of ballpark and wrap this up, what would you say was the most outstanding mark that your dad, Jackie Wilson, left on your life? What is the mark that he left with you? Something that you carry in your heart that you'll always remember from your dad?
Well, what I always remember was the last time he came to see me when he was here in Detroit in 1967. He was performing at the Masonic Temple downtown. I had just kind of graduated from high school, didn't know what I wanted to do with nothing. He showed up at the house. My mama called me downstairs, and I seen him standing in the middle of the living room, and I'm like, oh. But it was just a wonderful, wonderful reunion. And to know that, one, that he was my father, and two, that he was one of the greatest entertainers in the world, and it was just like, oh my God, here he is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, okay. But he made a significant impact on me in my life, because by him being struck down at such an early age, I just felt that he missed out on a lot of things that he would do. So I made it my kind of quest in life, one of my quests in life, to make sure that he got his recognition and his good just due. So I had the foundation be named after him. The street is named after him. He also received the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2019.
Awesome.
I have a ton of awards and things that not only from him posthumously that I received for him, but also that I received for myself. One thing I didn't tell you, I'm a 3-time Emmy winner as well. So I won 3 Emmys for songwriting, audio recording, and video. So my father, being an entertainer, has had a significant impact on me and my life, and also in my children's life. Because I have daughters that sing, and one is a nurse, a songwriter, and she's like daddy. She can sing anything and make it her own, and she can write for anybody.
I love it.
God has blessed her.
I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Brenda. It's been a great opportunity to be able to speak with you. You are a beautiful woman inside and out. I'm just so proud of all of the accomplishments that you've made. And I know your dad is looking down saying, that's my baby. That is my baby that you've carried on. And everyone, thank y'all for watching. This has been Terry McKnight with Terry Talks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Unique wax, high quality scented candles that will truly inspire and illuminate your senses with compelling aromas. Purchase your candle today or for a special loved one, or if you're interested in hosting a fundraiser for your church, school, or business, contact us today. And be sure to follow us on Facebook Live at Unique Wax.